What's good, family? You are now listening to episode 7.
Siete.
Almost made it.
Fade to black.
For those of you who don't know what siete means, it's 7.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Alan Martinez, and I'm joined by my beautiful brothers, Lawrence Hopkins,
Hello.
Alvin Martinez,
Wagwan Mayot.
and Mr. Hype Man, Joel Hernandez. Oh, man. You are listening to True to Size. I can't. A weekly podcast where we get together like Nick Fury in the Avengers and figure out how to kick Thanos' ass. Only we rock kicks instead of kicking them. That was lame.
Nice.
Before we get
Episode
started,
is so bad already.
Yo, Trudy's out early, bro.
Trudy came to play tonight.
super reckless. Before we get started, I wanted to take a second to thank everyone for listening. As of yesterday, we broke 1,200 downloads.
Big.
Gentlemen, congrats, and listeners, we love you. Now,
Now.
fire round. I want to introduce our new and hopefully concrete icebreaker.
Let's try again.
Fire round.
Oh, that's the name of it?
Yeah, that's the name of it.
Okay.
I'm thinking it'd be dope to have like a question every week, and then it will be suggested by our listeners.
And just like a quick ass answer?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Just something
man.
quick. Just something to break the ice, you know?
Yeah.
Ironic because it's called Fire Round. So please help us out and DM us on Instagram or email us on canagasoul@gmail.com. A quick, short, fun, and super sweet question to ask us. Our first question, which happens to be a non-sneaker related question. I thought this was going to be super fun to answer though.
Here we go.
Comes from SBX Mitch, who also has a question for us in letter time. We'll get to that later. But first, he asks us, which of the 4 Ninja Turtles would we be? We cannot be the same turtle.
Done.
We all have colors on our mic.
Hey, no.
I'm not. No, okay, I have a red foam mic, and I'm not Raphael.
Who's orange? Who's
That's
orange?
Michelangelo.
Okay, I'm Michelangelo.
I feel like,
Okay, who's going first?
after that intro, I think you might be Michelangelo.
Yeah, for real.
I want to say I'm Leo because he's my favorite, and I just want to be Leo. Can I be Leo,
Yeah, you're
please?
Yeah,
Yeah?
do your thing.
Yes. Alvin, I think, is the angry one.
What? Nah, dog, that should have been you.
So I think he's Raphael. I don't know.
Everybody's Raphael.
Everyone's Raphael at some point, but we can't be the same turtle.
I was gonna pick Donatello
Oh yeah.
because his big stick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
No, I'm playing. But really though,
Episode 7.
because he does not represent me, but he's hella smart, and his big stick, like, it reaches, dog.
It speaks to
It
me.
reaches.
This is so.
Like in the Sega Genesis game,
So
he was
that-
my dude, bro.
He has that reach, yeah.
Yeah, he had that reach. Like, yo, you could kill like 4
Every
foot
man,
soldiers.
yeah.
Yeah.
No one's safe.
All the foot soldiers with a
Yeah.
half screen.
Yo, trust me. And he had that flipping one. That's
Oh
my dude.
yeah.
see?
Oh, that was so lit. You
Yo,
pick the
got
soldier
you.
up by the stick.
Donatello, bro. My dude.
And then I guess that leaves. Oh, no, okay. We sucked at this question. I'm very
Yeah.
sorry, SBX Mitch.
Next.
This week in kicks.
Which shoe would you be?
All right. Moving on. First thing I wanted to bring up was Converse's Chuck 70 Brights collection. I'll be honest, this is the first time I've seen the Chuck 70
Cool. Good
collection.
silhouette.
Have you guys seen it?
Cool silhouette, yeah.
Yeah, I took a look at it.
There are slight differences to my favorite, the Chuck Taylors. Apparently the canvas is a bit heavier, so it like takes much more of a beating.
Thicker,
Yeah, and then I think the midsole, there's like a little bit of a wall that comes up more than the Chuck Taylor midsole.
higher. Yeah, and it's like a little bit shiny too.
Yeah, and then it has this like little detail at the front, lateral, and medial side on this on the upper. It's got a cool. Yeah, those are the ones. Joel's looking them up. That's actually the
Oh,
colorway that I
cute,
want.
bro.
The Crimson Pulse, like the pinkish colorway.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Gang, gang,
Summer's
gang.
coming.
Yeah, trust me.
It's cute.
I really. Oh,
Oh,
those ones too.
never mind.
There's a
Like
light blue one.
jade kind of color.
Yeah, and those
Tiffany
pop.
blue.
Like a
Those are
Tiffany.
gorgeous.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, the whole pack looks so sick.
I love the Chuck 70. It's a
Mm.
really cool look with like the off-white midsole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off-white, no
guilty.
Virgil.
At first, that like higher little
Off-white.
bit of midsole bothered me a bit, but then the more I looked at it, and then I'm sure on foot too, man,
Very good shoe on foot.
It would look so sleek.
Super clean.
Okay, we posted it on Canada Got Soul earlier. The Travis Scott Jordan Brand Cactus Jack 4s.
All right.
I'm in.
PJ Tucker wore them last night.
That's so ignorant.
Yeah, I know, man.
I know. He just
And
wanted
he's
to
gonna
be
get
like,
fined.
He's
too.
been known. He's been
He's
known
like
to
that
be.
though.
He's definitely gonna get fined because there's no blue in a Houston jersey.
Yeah.
Oh,
but-
do they still do that?
They
Do they
still
still
do
find
that. They
players
still
if they're
do.
not wearing team colors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect him though because he doesn't give a fuck.
He does not give any shits. It's just cool because Travis Scott's from Houston. I feel like
Yeah.
that's where the marketing was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And he was there too, also wearing them.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was at the
same
game,
night.
He was at the game wearing them
Same
as well.
game.
Fuck, man, that
Yeah,
shoe is sick.
crazy.
That like washed out blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Reminds me
they're
of like
very
the Eminem.
But like, yeah, like it was put in
Yes.
like a washing machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's very
sick.
it's
Yeah.
very UNC blue-ish
Mhm.
more than I thought.
And then this on the heel with just the Cactus Jack branding. Like they don't do that. They don't just take the Jumpman off
No.
and put something else there for anybody. So
Yeah.
that's sick. Yeah.
And it's not even like it just says Cactus Jack in like a Air Jordan font.
Yeah, no, it's his
No.
own thing.
Yeah.
I want to see the inside. I feel like the inside's gonna be cool. Like I feel like it'll be cool, like insole detailing
Like
or
the
something.
insole.
Yeah.
And there's like speckle all over the like the brackets,
Yeah.
I guess, the
Yeah.
eyelet brackets.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So sick.
Lots of cool detailing.
It does. Yeah, you're right, Joel. It does remind me of the Encore 4s.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys could afford it and you had to pick one,
Of
the Encore or the Cactus Jack,
Encore.
Encore.
Yeah.
despite the value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's
I think-
more wearable.
And definitely. I think the colors work a lot more better.
That's classic, bro. Like
Trust.
Bruh.
Trust.
bruh, bruh.
Oh. Yeah, no, they're
What
sick.
about Encore 4s or undefeated 4s?
Ooh, that's tough. I know Alvin's gonna choose.
Because I'm a blue and red man's, like, my Spider-Man colorways, my Captain America.
Okay, true.
Yeah, easy answer for me. Encore 4s.
I don't know, man.
No,
I don't
I'd
know.
go
I
undefeated,
don't know.
man.
Yeah?
I'd probably go undefeated.
I'm thinking
of that.
Encore.
Safety orange.
Yeah.
too.
The orange.
The
You're
orange.
thinking Encore too?
I think Encore too, yeah.
Because you're a white rapper as well.
It's just, yeah, it's my dad. It's my Shave my head and eat a trailer
JT
park.
and Eminem. Okay?
Had some good family parties, bro.
Alvin, you're undefeated 4s?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
What
older-
about between the two M&M 4s? The Carhartt 4s and the blue.
I'm still Encore.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'd probably go Encore.
Yeah?
Encore.
Yeah.
Okay,
This
so
would be a whole fucking
we're going.
episode.
Just Eminem. We're just gonna lose ourselves.
You can just rap the whole
Catch
thing.
that?
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Rap the whole song.
Hello, this is Marshall Mathers.
Hi, my name is...
That was pretty lit.
good,
That was
that's
pretty lit. Oh.
End the episode.
Friend of the show.
End the episode. Yeah.
Friend of the show.
And we're out. Just playing. So we're gonna go from blue and red Encore 4s to the purple and red Raptor 4s.
Mm.
That is an absolute
Those are cool,
must
man.
for me. I've always been tempted to get the Raptor 7s just because of the colorway, but I don't wear 7s.
Which year?
So I always
Raptor
pass.
Of the 7s? I like the one that's not DMP more. 2001, I think, was the first retro of it, and I like that one a lot. I think they did it again like 2013, 14, I want to say.
And what's
Wasn't
the
a fan.
difference?
The one without the gray.
Those two are the same. 2001, 2000 mid-teens, but the DMP one has the gray paneling.
The gray panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the DMP.
I have the DMP one.
Yeah.
I just
the
like
ones.
I like them both.
I like the contrast.
Do you know the funny story about the DMP one? You know how it has the date on the inside? All the DMP has
Yes.
the date?
Yes.
That date is nothing. It's nothing.
No?
The
There's
date.
no significance?
There's no significance to that date. He didn't even play a game that day.
What the what?
I don't know how that made it through Nike's quality control check all the way to production, but that date, I think it was Jay from 306 first told me years ago. Nothing happened on that day.
This is someone at Jumpman that's like, I'm gonna put our anniversary on that show.
Babe, you saying I don't love you?
Watch me do this. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but it's an NRG.
Oh, is it?
Colorway.
Interesting.
Nice.
So no one's gonna get it.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
I was just gonna
All right.
say.
Perfect.
That makes me cry because that means it's limited.
It's gonna be funny though because I feel like that shoe's gonna sell out in Toronto, like even in Canada, like that, and in the States, she's gonna head
Stock
to
X
outlets.
$100.
Yeah, like it's gonna be like a nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
But I hope it sells out. Like even though I don't think it's an official, like I don't think they meant for it to be Raptors.
I hope
it's
it
the colorways.
doesn't, so I can get
No, I hope it
there.
sells out so we get more.
No, man.
You don't want it to sit.
If it's an NRG, that's just gonna fucking sell anywhere.
Yeah,
That's a true
facts.
story.
If
it's
you,
limited,
if you say
yeah.
anything's limited,
Bye bye.
regardless of
I
what
mean, it's
color
gonna
it is.
sell out, but it's not gonna sell out with resellers. Does
You
that
never
make?
know, man.
Yeah, I know what you
never
mean.
know.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
there's a
Yeah.
difference. Yeah,
It'll sell out at retail, but it won't sell out in the secondary market.
Like it'll sit.
I think it'll
Yeah.
sit in the States
Yeah.
yeah,
because
yeah.
they don't care.
But
Everyone hates the Raptors in
Torontonians,
the
you're gonna
States.
see
Yeah.
pairs just flying.
Yo,
Yeah.
until we
Fucking
win the
place.
championship, though, that's gonna be
Once
a
we
hot
get that
commodity,
shit,
dog.
yeah.
Oh, let's
You know
go!
what I'm saying?
Game 2 was so fire. Game 3 is a
Tomorrow
day
for
before.
us.
Tomorrow,
Yesterday
yeah.
for you guys listening.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Time
where I
travel.
was going.
By
Science.
the time you hear this, we would have already won Game 3. So
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Alvin, knock on your big stick.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. No, I really want those Raptor 4s though. My God. As
Oh,
soon
that's
as-
what we were
as soon
talking
as-
about?
Oh, and apparently they're supposed to drop this month.
It's this month.
This month has 2 more weeks.
Where?
Holy
I have
When?
no idea.
How?
I don't know.
No,
That's
please no.
That's
Please
the rumor
no.
though. I don't know.
Please no.
energy.
NRG
I really
QS.
hope it doesn't, because then I'm already gonna say if it does drop this month, then I'm gonna pay resale, because I have something lined up for Saturday, and we'll see.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we'll see. Black Toe Pack, that's coming out early May apparently
Oh, I seen that. I think they just changed the name like today.
for the ones for the what's it called?
Best hand in the game,
That's
I
awkward.
believe.
Wow.
It's like dedicated to I think his love of gambling. I think they said all the insole art has
okay.
cards on it.
Oh,
Oh,
sick.
True.
I thought it was 6 rings. Wasn't it supposed to be the
One
6
of them
rings
is
pack?
6 rings. The red one is 6 rings.
I thought
That's
they were
what the
all.
name of the colorway is.
I thought they were all 6 rings
From
because the
before.
yellow one would be Lakers. The
Oh, yeah,
green one would be
green.
Supersonics.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Yeah, red is Portland.
Blue is Utah.
Utah Jazz. Yeah,
That'd be
Blue
sick.
Utah.
they have blue.
Blue.
They're
Utah
blue and
Jazz
yellow,
is
aren't
blue.
they?
No, not yellow.
Like a navy.
From when
purple.
when
Oh yeah, it's purple. I don't know.
is it purple?
Those are
Oh
purple.
yeah, it's like a purple and blue. And I remember the jerseys being like a 2-tone purple or blue.
When you
and
crossed
white.
up Brian.
Yeah, they're wearing
what's
blue
his name?
jerseys or purple
No.
jerseys.
I think it was purple actually. I think you're
I
right.
think when you shot the last shot, they were wearing white jerseys.
White and purple.
Were they?
White and purple.
Was it
Yeah,
an
it's like
away
a
game?
Because they were away.
It's purple.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, red jersey. Sorry, Alvin. I knew that.
Come on, guys.
Okay, yellow ochre, blue moon, clay green, and I'm gonna say 6 rings, but we'll just go with red.
What about those Kawhi ones though?
Yeah.
Those are flaming.
We mentioned that last week.
the 16 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like the pictures are starting to emerge now, like detailed shots. and
You
it
like
looks
'em?
So good. Yeah,
I don't know.
I do. I just love
don't
Kawhi
know.
Leonard's logo, man. It's
Me
so
too.
cool.
Me too. But there's a thing about like the other people's logos on the tongue
The
tag.
tongue. Yeah, I didn't like the mellow ones for that reason.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, like every time I see that shoe, side, back, bottom, whatever, I always think it's like one of the dopest shoes until I see the tongue.
But I love Kawhi Leonard's logo. I just don't like Melo's logo. That's why. And then I think who else did they do? CP3. I think they did.
CP3.
I don't like
And
CP.
Blake
I didn't
Griffin.
like Chris Paul's
Yeah,
logo
Yeah,
either.
and Blake
Griffin.
Griffin's.
I don't like Blake Griffin's logo either.
No, Kawhi is the hand.
The claw.
I'm looking at my hand right now. It's funny. Which of the pack of the 4 do you guys prefer the most?
I want the blue.
Yeah.
Really? The blue moon.
The fake frags.
I'm between okra, the yellow, and
Yeah, me
the
too.
green.
That green is nice.
Me
It's
too.
a very nice
exactly
forest
those
green.
two.
And yeah, the yellow is sick too. They're both.
Yeah.
They're just like nice shades of
I want
colors.
all of them. It's really pastel-y.
Yeah.
I think they're all the same
it's
day too,
pastel.
aren't they?
I saw May 1st
Worst.
at first.
I heard May 1st. For
and then
all
I
of them.
saw May 5th on another website. I don't know.
I also saw today they're going to be location specific though. Drawing back to one of the things we
Oh,
said.
the Gatorades. Yeah, the Gatorades
Similar
were
to Gatorades,
location,
but I
yeah.
think we spoke about it before.
Yeah,
about
for sure,
having,
in an earlier episode.
Yeah, geographical drops. So like it's not going to be like Toronto gets all.
like,
them.
we'll probably
we'll
get-
get like blue,
Yeah.
and then whatever.
We'll still get all the colorways, but one colorway will be majority. And
Yeah,
then
it'll be like
all the other
Gatorades,
3
I
will
think,
be
yeah.
limited.
All right, so no.
No 6 rings, best hand in the game pack for
Best
you.
hand in the game.
No, I really want the yellow ochre ones, high key, because JT wore them.
Yes, he did.
Ooh.
Did you guys get a chance to take a look at the Sega Puma
Yeah.
collab?
Yeah.
The RS
Yes.
Zeros?
Yeah. What
What do you guys think?
It's a
The-
cool shoe.
the
The
throwback,
quality
pretty
looks
cool.
crazy on
Throwback
it.
to
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Like
Mhm.
details, like crazy details.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I was really excited for it, but I was a little disappointed in it.
You just thought it was going to be more Sega-y?
No, not even that. I thought it was just going to be a different silhouette.
Mm.
I would have looked good on a R698.
That's just a cool shoe, though, overall.
I feel
Everything looks good on that.
Yeah.
No, like even like if it was like one of their Sugi silhouettes, that would have been sick. It would have been cool if they did like because Sonic the Hedgehog and Sega are so retro. A Puma suede would have been lit. Or even a Puma disc blaze.
I was going to say a disc blaze.
Disc
just because
Blaze,
Sonic's
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
fast and like
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah,
cool.
it's
I literally just moved my arms like I was running.
Cartoon character running fast.
Such a nerd. Yeah. No, they're too chunky for me. I personally cannot rock the chunky
Quality is dope, though.
stuff. Can you guys do the dad shoe look?
I don't know.
To an extent.
To
I think
the-
Air Maxes are a dad shoe. A lot of them, I think.
Yeah.
They're like the coolest.
That's
dad
what I mean, though,
shoe,
to an extent.
man.
To an extent. I
Yeah.
can't do the
I
Monarch
could do like a
thing.
sleek dad shoe,
Yeah.
like a New Balance.
And like I can't do the Yeezy
Or a
500s.
New Balance.
Yeah.
I could do like a Saucony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the Gel Light 3 and 5.
Yeah.
Even a Shadow Originals.
Oh, Saucony Shadows.
Sucking
yeah.
Shadows, yeah.
Yeah, this would be super nice. But yeah, no, it disappointed me. I can't do the super thick midsole. Even Air Force Ones, like that's one of the reasons why I don't have
Air Force
any.
One.
I think I have one, just a Flyknit mid Air Force One. But yeah, no, I strayed away from those just because of how thick the midsole is. Speaking of collab, Atmos. Did you see that new one?
New one, what?
The We Love Nike pack.
No.
The Air Max
yes, I
95?
did.
With the
Yeah,
95,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
With
Yeah.
that
With
jade, the jade color.
Yeah, the hits of Jade,
Yeah.
and then like the shoe boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. I'm not like super. Oh my god, I need them, but like that Jade.
The jade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
nice,
Jade.
man.
That Jade
That's
hits
nice.
mad nice.
The Jade.
Yep.
The
And then
jade.
and then it's just like the stacks of shoe boxes. I guess it kind of sort of hits home.
Yeah.
And then the actual shoe box itself, it has like the 95 design to it where it's like two-tone.
Mm.
Except instead of like it's instead of gray and black, it's gray and then
The
it has
jade?
the art of the oh, that would have been sick too. But it has Air Max is in jade, I'm pretty sure. But it has the art, like the shoebox
that's
stacks
cool. That's
image
really cool.
printed
Okay.
all over it.
Mhm.
It's sick. I think I'm selling myself more on the shoe. Third collab to mention, Vans and Tribe Called Quest. We wanted to
yeah.
touch on it a few weeks
Yeah.
ago,
Mhm.
but we
Wasn't it
didn't
last
get
week?
to. 2 weeks ago. Last week we didn't get to.
Was Foot Action last week?
Foot action.
Okay, so yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. You're
2
right.
weeks ago,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
we didn't
yeah.
have it in hand yet, so we couldn't. Yeah.
So a couple weeks ago we got a package from Foot Locker. Yeah. We didn't get to touch on it till now, and at this moment I'm gonna pass it off to Joel.
Yeah, so they did really well on this collaboration. If you guys know about Tribe Called Quest, their album art is just amazing.
Always.
From People's Instinct
Super
all the
facts.
way down to like, the last one, Thank You, and all that stuff. It's all like the one that they sent us. It was all the album
It
cover.
was a
and-
bunch of them, right?
Yeah, it was like all the album covers and stuff like that. And it was just all over the shoe. And it's pretty dope, man, the way that they went on. I looked into like everything else that they had and they had that one, it was like a black, I think it was an old school.
Yeah,
The
with
black
the,
old school
with
with
the
the
design. Yeah.
with the low end theory stripes on it. And that one's crazy.
the slides too.
Yeah,
You see
the slides too,
The
yeah.
slides are really cool.
And there's a picture of somebody, they have the hat, the matching hat to
there's
it
a
too.
hat too?
Yeah. So I don't know, I mean, it's probably floating around somewhere.
That was a really cool collab.
Yeah, yeah.
What was in the package?
They sent an album vinyl of the Midnight Marauders.
Ooh.
Vinyl.
Such a
And that
sick cover.
that cover is just
Yeah.
it's just amazing. That album cover. I think the Mad Hatter did something like that.
Shout out to the Mad Hatter.
Shout out to the Mad Hatter.
Brian.
Check out his stuff, man. It's pretty dope.
He's got a cool collection of things and stuff.
Yeah.
Hats.
What
And hats.
What shoes came in the package?
Vans Era. A Vans Era collab. It was the white one with the
Low
album
cut,
cover.
right?
Yeah, it was low cut.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you why, because I know Nike SB had some Tribe Called Quest colorways.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't an official collaboration with them, though, was it?
I don't think so.
There's a Jordan 1.
I know there's a
that.
Jordan 1 that came out.
There's a Jordan 1. There's another, the Puma Clyde, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
The Jordan
Is there
one was
an
like
Air
a high
Force?
strap, no?
Jordan 1 high strap. I think
strap?
that's
Yeah, it was
correct.
a high strap.
And it has the design on the swoosh.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're official though.
That I don't know.
I think they're just inspired,
Okay.
like the Raptors fours.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they're just like, they take the color inspiration kind of thing. Yeah.
Do you know why? Like they're so, I guess, cemented or beloved in the sneaker world?
Ooh, Tribe Called Quest?
Mm-hmm.
It goes to like their rhymes. Fife had a rhyme, like, he walks, like in his New Balances, like, in the right path, like, like, not really. I think he just kind of murdered that, but it's like, yeah, it's in my head right now. I just can't remember. But yeah, they're known to talk about like Nikes and stuff like that. So, it's New York
Yeah.
bread. So
It's sick.
And their artwork is just like iconic. And
Yeah,
it's
that too.
timeless. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
every
too.
single.
Like the color combinations and the designs and lines are just like, you can put it on anything and it looks sick. Yeah.
T-shirt, sweaters, like the one Joel's wearing right
Yeah.
now.
Wearing one right now. Yeah.
yeah.
That's sick.
What,
Thank you, Foot Locker.
One more question. What would you want to see Tribe Called Quest collab? Like what silhouette would you want to see it on next? Or if you could choose a silhouette?
If I could choose a silhouette,
I know the answer.
Yeah.
No, I don't
It's
know
not.
if you guys know this, but I wouldn't even go to a sneaker.
Not a sneaker.
Not a sneaker at all. I would probably go to like a Wallaby or something,
Oh.
like a Clark Wally or like
Really?
a
Just with the
moccasin.
whole pattern?
just the whole pattern,
that'd
or
be
like
sick.
some hints of it, like, you know what I mean? Just like something like that, something like retarded like that, something old school like that. You know what I
That'd be
mean?
nuts.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man, that'd be sick. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good answer.
yeah.
I think he's gonna go to Air Max 1.
It's gonna be
Air Max 1. Easy answer. I know this one.
I got this one.
No, I was wrong. I'm sorry, Cool Joe. You're not that predictable. The Pensole World Sneaker Championship.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of it?
Yes.
Yes, you know what? We know what pencil is, right?
Pencils.
You draw with that
Pencil
I have
and
that
crayon
with the eraser on the back. Yeah.
So what is it?
Oh, so it's Pencil is a design academy, sneaker design academy. Every year, maybe even twice a year, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it's once. I'm not even going to try. They hold a contest, a worldwide contest for designers and engineers, anybody really, just to
Yeah, it's sick.
design their own shoe, and they kind of just throw up the artwork and then they enter it into the competition. I think the first round is just put through judges, and the judges kind of narrow it down to maybe 64, and then 64 or whatever
I think 32
is the first round. I don't even know but yeah, I know it's narrowed down,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
it goes up for public voting, and then it just keeps getting whittled down, and then the person who ends up winning the entire thing gets their shoe actually manufactured by Pensole and sold in Foot Lockers, and they've always sold out like in years past, that's so sick though. Like that's the dream.
Yeah, facts.
That's so cool.
That's cool.
So yeah, we got an email from Humber College
Yep.
to help push the only Torontonian in the top 32.
Yo, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. We posted it in our story a couple days ago when we got that email.
Yeah.
His name is Evan Stishaler.
Shawl.
I'm very sorry if I butchered it. Yeah, he's currently in Humber's industrial design program.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Pretty damn sick. I did visit the website. There's a lot of dope, crazy,
There's some cool stuff.
so forward thinking. Like
Yeah.
it's not like
Tips.
or just obvious classic
Yeah.
silhouettes and stuff like that. It's super futuristic, and a lot of them are actually mad sleek, super ninja looking. And when I did look into it, I did see that there was another Canadian
I saw that too. There's one more,
alongside
right?
Evan. Yeah, Julius Lackey from Alberta.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was
Thank-
Calgary or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. They are not against each other, which is good. So you can vote for both of them to get into the top 16. So yeah, hit up worldsneakerchampionship.com. Get your email verified. All you got to do is, I think there's a field on the top. chuck your email in. They'll send you an email. You verify that, and then you're good to vote. Yeah, lots of crazy, creative, sharp,
That's really cool.
dope designs.
It's crazy.
Lastly, for this week in Kicks, I wanted to bring up Nike 420. Or what are they officially calling it?
The dispensary.
Yeah.
The dispensary.
I guess it has to do with Ontario's new passed law of legalizing marijuana.
Cannabis.
Yeah.
Can I bus?
Oh no, what's happening?
Can I bus?
Can I bus?
Lawrence, you already did, so I think you're good.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
They can't see.
So yeah, last week Nike Toronto started pumping out a like super sketchy
Yeah.
marketing about this dispensary in Toronto. And the ad says Pre sent you. Real quick. Do you guys know what or who Pre is?
I was trying to figure it out today. I was like, what's it backwards? ERP? No,
Okay.
don't know what ERP is.
So Pre is the nickname of a track athlete named Steve Prefontaine.
Oh.
He's a long distance runner who attended the University of Oregon.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, he is known as the soul of Nike. This is making my heart beat fast because this is all the history and heritage that I learned while I was working at Nike. Bill Bowerman was one of his coaches. He was an amazing runner. Like he smashed records. I think he still holds some. This is dating back to like the 1970s. Unfortunately, his life got cut short, and he was mad young. I think it was around 20s.
Holy crap.
Car accident.
Yikes.
I'm not gonna go into too much about him, but if you want to learn more about his story, it's an amazing one. There's a movie called Without Limits, and it's about him. Yeah, Steve Prefontaine, just friggin' incredible. So alongside in that super mad sketchy ad that says Pre sent you, there's a phone number on it. Have you guys called it?
No.
I called it. Yeah.
I called it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it right now with you guys on the podcast. It's actually super sick. Okay, give me a second. Let me get this going. Okay, ready? I'm gonna call.
You're looking for some runner's high? We've got the good, pure,
So
100%
sick.
natural. Don't thank me, Bill Nye. Thank science.
Bill Nye.
548 Richmond Street West. Tell them Pre sent you. They'll know what to do.
Sorry, there is no more room.
And that's that. It's so good.
It's so sketchy. I
It's
love
so
it.
good. You want that good.
It's what I thought that our pod was going to sound like first. Because I didn't know our mics were going to be so
Yeah.
good. Like, hey, what's going on?
I did the research, man. I did the research.
Nice.
But yeah, a few days ago, I believe we got an invite
Yes.
from the Nike Toronto squad.
Yep.
Unfortunately, our time slot was like over or earlier than 5 p.m., so not all of us could reach, but Mr. L. Doggy Styles did.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that?
Sure.
He
so
had that. He had that good.
got that good.
That's why I couldn't respond as quick. He's trying to remember what happened.
Just today. So precursor to the whole thing, I just called, like this happened today for everybody listening. I called the number today for the first time. And when we were getting the correspondence from Nike initially, they told us, oh, there's going to be a special guest. It won't disappoint. And like usually the special guest is like Roy Woods or like that guy at Foot Action who was dancing on the counter or something. Yeah, Trip 6. And that's cool, but I'm always kind of underwhelmed. And then I called the number today and I heard like the, hey, what's going on? And I was like, what is that voice?
And then you hear
And then he
his
was like,
name.
it's Bill Nye. And I was like,
So good.
I put like so many like things together. I was like, there's no fucking way I'm meeting Bill
makes
Nye
sense.
today.
I love the wordplay of the runners.
Yeah,
high.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
smart.
So I don't know if everyone has seen, but Bill Nye's actually been in that Nike commercial. Have you guys have seen it? It's been playing during the playoffs a lot. So I guess that's where the partnership started. And then like, he was on that phone call thing. So here's the story. I was supposed to be at the Nike Loft, which is now the dispensary for I don't know how long. At
think it's a week.
3:30 for a week.
Yeah. Or till the
at,
end of
at
April.
3:30. And usually for these media previews, it's not super tight for the time you're supposed to show up. Like they asked me what time you're going to show up. I was like, I don't know, between 3:30 and 5, like sometime. And he was like, okay, perfect. And usually people roll through late, like whatever. So I got there maybe 3:45, 3:50, like a couple people standing outside, like talking to them, like taking pictures. I walk in and like I hear like two people rush over to like a counter, like over, and they like look over and they're like, oh, and I'm like, what? What's going on? And then I see a cameraman roll around and he's like, is Bill Nye behind you? And I'm like,
Oh, spoiler alert.
I was like, I don't think so. And then I walk up the stairs and it's kind of behind like a little wall. And I walk around the corner and there's like 30 people like waiting for not me to walk in the room. And I'm like, oh
Wrong
shit.
white
Sorry,
guy.
everybody. And everyone's like, oh. So I walk in and I'm like taking pictures. Wasn't sure what was going on because it was kind of unorganized. Not in a bad way. Like I just didn't know what was going on because I just got there. Standing there like taking videos and pictures. And I take a boomerang of like a giant Nike swoosh installed that they
sick.
have. It's really, really cool. And I'm looking down at my phone to post. And then I look up and Bill Nye is standing right in front of me. And I was like, oh shit. So I was like, all right. So I like posted it. I'm like trying to post it so I can get a good picture. And then he like walks away. But the reason he was there, like the whole like idea of like the dispensary and stuff, was him explaining. And by the way, in person, he's the exact same as you would think,
Sweet.
like on like his shows and stuff. Like
Cool.
such a cool guy. But he was kind of giving us like a little mini lesson on.
Yeah,
like,
I saw that diagram in the
yeah, it
on
was
our
super
story.
funny. Yeah.
Soft
on
cushion.
like
Softer cushion. or foam.
on the shoes because he runs actually. Bill Nye runs. He said he runs every single day.
It's a slender man.
He's a very slenderman. And he was wearing the Reacts, like he was wearing the Reacts from the commercial, the all pink
Sick.
one, and the ones that they were selling
So nice.
at the dispensary. But the whole idea behind the
Oh,
dispensary,
sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. How much were the Reacts?
I didn't even ask. I didn't buy a pair. I was overwhelmed.
Probably regular retail.
I think it's $2 is regular
Yeah,
retail.
something like that, or just over.
Sorry guys, don't know the answer. Go and check it out yourselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was giving us like the whole idea behind the whole installation and whatever the dispensary is like you hear on the thing, the runner's high.
Yeah.
So it's been
Sick.
like actually like discussed by scientists that when you're running, your brain releases endorphins into your body that make you feel like high, like good. And it's traced back, like he said, all the way to, like prehistoric times, like whether you were like running away from like a dinosaur and you're like, yes,
so
I'm going to
sick.
survive. Like
that
you're happy.
thrill, yeah.
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 Or you're chasing like food. Like, yes, I'm going to eat.
Yeah.
Adrenaline.
Yeah, adrenaline, like it releases endorphins into your brain. So that's the whole like runner's high. So that's what they were revolving around that. So the shoes, they were letting people trial them. They had a really cool setup in like a mini room with like a light show and shit in front of you.
Nice.
And you could try the Reacts on a treadmill.
Cool.
And then upstairs they had actually a Steve, now that I'm fucking thinking about it, this makes a lot of sense. Steve Prefontaine, like little memorial thing, like a little
Nice.
tiny, like, yeah,
Nice.
which was nice. And then they had like, some all natural beverages upstairs. And then when you went back downstairs, they had like a little mini retail space similar to like they did at the Nike Air Gallery
Yeah.
where you could buy, and it was a bunch of stuff, but it was all like doctor, medical related. So it'd be
That's
like
still pretty
laces,
sick.
like the thing that I posted on, I think I posted on Canada Got Soul Story.
You didn't show what was inside though.
It's laces, but
Sick.
it's like, it looks like a pill container
Oh,
kind of thing.
true.
Yeah,
I
like
didn't
that
even
kind
take
of
that
thing. Yeah,
in.
so it was all like, that was the whole theme, like medicinal. Yeah.
Neat. That's
Yeah.
actually super
very,
dope.
very cool
Dispensary.
installation. Dispensary,
Yeah.
yeah. I love the fact that it's
Nice.
rolling out tomorrow
Yeah.
on 420 at 4:20 p.m. Like it's just all
Literally
so cool.
such a good play on
Crazy.
on what is going on in Ontario.
Yeah, like couldn't be any
Canada
better.
right now.
But yeah, thank you Nike Toronto. That was unreal.
Good
to be able
move,
to
Nike.
meet Bill Nye was holy shit.
No, that's so sick. I wonder if he's gonna be there, like, to do
Throughout,
presentations.
I'm not sure. I know that Nike Toronto posted on their story that he's going to be live tomorrow on their story,
Ooh,
like answering questions and
sick.
stuff. And he posted on his story as well, like Bill Nye's actual story, which is really good exposure for Toronto.
Yeah.
Like just even Toronto having that
Yeah.
is really cool because I'm pretty sure that commercial is international. But yeah, really cool rollout. Like really good job. This is
sure.
one of my favorite campaigns. I think that I can like remember. Like just the whole
I was-
concept behind it is
I
so
was just
cool.
thinking, I don't want to, like, big us up or anything, but they might have heard our podcast and decided to step it up after Air Max month.
Maybe they had this in mind. I mean, to get Bill Nye to come to
for
Toronto
sure. I was just
costs a
thinking
lot
that
of money.
too. 'Cause, like that commercial is playing NBA playoffs
Yeah.
worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for Toronto to get Bill Nye like that,
I mean, we are first place though in the NBA.
First
so.
place, up
Gang.
2-0, 3-0 when you guys are listening to this.
Gang, 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 gang.
knocking on wood. All right, it's letter time.
Letter time.
Letter time.
Oh wow,
Letter time. It's letter time.
letter time.
There's no better time
letter time.
than letter time.
Then letter time. Oh man, I don't. Speaking of high, our first question comes from some woman, girl,
Start over.
Mrs. Qmart.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know, bro. She,
Yo, she took the second part of my name.
Trust
What the
me,
hell?
Fraud.
Who you trying to be, dog? I'm just joking, yo. That's my wife. I love her.
my sister-in-law again.
Sometimes.
Shout. Friend of the show.
She asks,
Baby mama.
Friend.
when
Baby
will
mama.
the wives be guest starring? She asked that in an email, and I replied, soon.
Why did she email us?
I told her to DM
She's
us.
trying to like get it going, you know? Whatever.
She's like-
Super
like,
official.
Hey, no, hold on. That's not her voice. It's like,
hey,
babe, hey, when are the wives gonna be on True to Size?
why does she sound like Bill Nye and Snooki?
And I was like,
True to size.
babe,
Science
like,
raw.
babe, I don't know, just DM us, man. Like, why are you asking me these questions, bro?
Can you talk to my agent, babe? Like, I'm busy right now.
Like, yo, message the group. I'm not gonna answer that shit.
we have people who answer for us.
Yeah, and she's like, AKA one of us. But, you know.
Okay, whoever gets to that
Yeah.
DM first. All right. Serious question comes from SBX Mitch.
What up? Again.
This was a very interesting one.
Oh,
The concept and difference between culture versus community. Mm-hmm. He also asks, what do we think is more important?
Whoa,
Yeah,
that's a tough one.
so
Fuck.
yeah, it's tough.
so
I think we should maybe define it.
yeah.
What is sneaker culture to you, Alvin?
Oh, fuck, I was in the community.
Okay, what's
All right.
community?
All right, go for it.
I would say a community is a collective of individuals that share
Same interests.
same interests, same viewpoints on most things, not all things, but yeah, just a collective.
So yeah, just
Essentially.
a group of people, I guess, who enjoy that type of thing, and yeah, I don't know how to expand on it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's real. Lawrence, what are you thinking? I see your fingers on your face, just
Stressed
contemplating.
I want my answer to actually be
It's
formulated.
like, what would Bill
properly.
Nye say?
Yeah.
Like real quick, community is a group of people, and culture is what people do.
Yeah. I think it's a whole chicken and the egg scenario.
Yeah, what comes first?
I think culture comes first.
I agree.
Yeah.
And it forms the community afterwards.
Yeah, you can't have one without the other.
You definitely can't have one with the other.
One
the other.
perpetual circle.
But if you were to say which one is more important, I think the culture comes first,
Yeah.
which formed the community at
For
one
sure.
point, and then it's perpetual circle.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, if that was even a question, I'll remember the question because I was thinking, I think culture is more important.
Culture.
Yeah, like culture moves the community,
Culture
and
is
the
what brings it
community
together.
supports the culture.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
But the community also updates the culture too with their different viewpoints
For sure.
and such too.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's the culture driving the community, I think.
Ooh, that's my that's my analogy. I have culture is like the car, and the community is the driver. Bang, kaplow.
Next.
But yeah, I do think that culture is definitely more important.
That's a really good question.
Totally agree.
It's what contains everything.
These people are getting philosophical on us out here.
I know.
Holy
I know,
smokes.
man.
Just keep
I
asking
know.
us what our favorite shoe is. Still a dunk for everyone who asked.
Still a dog.
All right. So earlier we talked about the Pencil Academy. One thing I didn't mention is that the shoes that are being produced for this competition, like the winning shoe, is going to have the Pencil branding to it.
True.
Lawrence and I talked about it earlier, and he did say that these shoes sell out. But again, this is the first time I've really seen this in this light. Do you think that these would sell more if it was underneath another brand? Like Puma, Asics, Adidas, or like Nike if it had a swoosh on it?
No doubt in my mind.
Probably.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's like a nice collab. And then
Yeah.
the whole story behind it will just kill it. Like,
Yeah.
kill it in a
True.
good way, as in,
Think about Sean.
just take it further.
Oh, true. The Watherspoons?
Yeah.
That's essentially what it
Yeah.
is. And look at what happened. Because you have a huge hype machine also driving it.
That's what
Like
it is.
Pencil Academy is big, but it's not as big as Nike's marketing team. Like,
Yeah.
They can make you can make me want poop.
Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just smash it.
If this microphone in front of me had
Had
a
a swoosh on it, I'd buy like 30 more.
I would take it home with me every night just in case I thought Alan was going to steal it.
I'm gonna put a sticker on it when you get back. The reason I ask is because a thought came into my head about how difficult it must be for a new sneaker brand or shoe brand to break into this like concrete industry.
True.
Yes.
Definitely.
Just because like it's so established already. I think that's the word. Yeah,
It
established.
takes
Like
time.
Yeah.
Tech time.
like
Long time.
Takes time, research, and trying to, like, be ahead of the game.
I think
I wouldn't say to try to be ahead. I feel like
you need a
you need to
base.
yes.
Like even with what we're trying to do, it took so long even just to get a firm base. And I think that
Even then, we have a nice base, but it's still not.
we're trying to propel it.
Yeah.
But it's hard. Yeah, it's super hard. We're just going to touch on this because it makes the most sense. Recently, within the last month, homies over at Mix Footwear,
MIIX.
two eyes,
MIIX.
Mix Footwear on Instagram with 2 eyes in Mix, sent Alvin to their grand opening party downtown, which I think we briefly touched
was
on
like a
on an
preview.
episode. Yeah, preview.
Yeah.
And then we also got a package from them containing like a bunch of different, I guess I should describe what it is. So the whole idea behind Mixed Footwear is that it's basically build your own sneaker. Like it's this pencil, do your DIY pencil.
DIY.
Yeah.
For
They
those
send
that
you-
aren't studying industrial design
Yeah,
and,
for who
and
don't have
science.
the skills. Yeah. Who just know how to do Legos really good. You just basically build your own shoes. So they give you like the base, like the upper and the sole comes together, but you can change the tongue, you can make it higher or a lower cut, laces, heel counter, everything you can customize. And I think honestly, like wholeheartedly, I think that's an amazing idea. Like crazy idea. Super innovative because
It's
no
like
one's really
taking
done that.
Nike ID
I was just about to say it's like Nike ID to like
on another
on the
level.
spot level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you wanted to update your shoe, it's just you go out and buy another tongue instead of just buying a whole new shoe. It's like I want a black and red shoe. You just buy a red tongue.
Why couldn't we talk about it before? Was there an embargo?
Yeah, there was an embargo on
Okay,
it. Yeah,
but that's lifted now.
it's lifted now, so we're allowed to talk about it.
So like, how does it work?
It's like
shoe.
clips and stuff.
Clips, snap,
Velcros.
button thingies,
Oh, Velcro.
Velcro.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, there were 3 silhouettes
Yeah, there's 3 different silhouettes.
that you could pick from.
3 different silhouettes, and then they have like probably at least like as of now, I'd say a dozen different accessories and colors and stuff
Yeah.
that you can add on to it.
I remember on the website they said that you
Like
can
3
customize it
million,
like 3 million ways.
yeah,
or
some
7.
next,
There's a lot of
some
numbers.
crazy number. Yeah, there's the amount of different combinations.
That's absurd.
But like I said, I think it's a sick idea. It's just so hard to get it going. Like it's so hard to get it going because you need that firm following and like support base first. Which is cool with things like GoFundMe and such, where like you can get the base and the support before you actually produce it. But yeah, with the whole mix thing, I feel like it's gonna be successful. I just don't know if I see it being successful with sneakerheads
Okay, yeah. I was
because
thinking that
sneakerheads
exact
are
same
very
thing.
brand loyal.
Yeah.
And the whole point
And
of being a
style
sneaker
loyal.
and style loyal, and the whole point of being a sneakerhead is you want more shoes. Like being for myself, like I want to keep buying shoes. Like I love going out and buying a new pair of shoes. Like it just gets me off. Like runner's high.
Facts.
Fucking love it.
Donatello
Yeah.
stick.
Big stick, high. So the whole concept of just buying one shoe and then accessories to go onto it doesn't necessarily appeal to me, but I could absolutely see it appeal to more casual consumer who probably has more disposable income than a regular sneakerhead.
I feel like
Because
kids would love it.
Kids and like the casual consumer, like if you put that kind of store at Young and Dundas, Like, imagine the kind of foot traffic that people were just coming in, like tourists, and they're like, oh, sick, I can make a shoe on the spot and walk out with it. Like, do whatever I want to, buy the shits. Like, to me, that's the kind of market they should be going after, just because, like you said, it's so hard to capture an existing market that's already so heavily controlled by huge brands. Like, Saucony and Asics and New Balance are still trying to, like, cement a bigger...
Hence Asics' new flagship store.
In Toronto, Like, they're still trying to get a foothold in the whole Adidas, Nike
Even then,
centric
opening
market.
that store doesn't solidify their performance in Toronto.
No. It's just foot
It's
traffic
just,
and
hey,
exposure.
hey, guys, we're
still
here.
Yeah. So I think, like, if it's hard for Saucony, New Balance, Asics, whoever to get that kind of ground and, like, that kind of foothold, I can't imagine how hard it would be for a newer brand who doesn't have the support or the history or the heritage or whatever that every other brand has
You
going
legit
for right
cannot
now.
expect to just jump right in and expect people to love you.
Yeah, because like we always talk about, there's so much that goes into storytelling and culture and heritage and everything that also makes you love a shoe. Like the ones Mike wore all the Jordans, and that's why like people watched him play in it, people watched him make history in it. Like that is part of the allure behind Jordans.
So when I was at the event, Maze, I believe is how you pronounce his name, the creator of Mix.
Oh yeah.
He was telling his story about how he was and still is currently like a really big sneakerhead. And the reason he created Mix was because there were many times where shoes would come out and he would love the silhouette, but he wanted to change up the color or just change up one thing about it.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, that's something that,
Cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's one thing that inspired him to, like, be like, you know what? Like, what's stopping me from...
It's almost like what customizers do.
Yeah. They're like,
Yeah.
they feel like, I didn't want these Sport Royals. I want frags.
So, I mean, I definitely get where he's coming from.
I didn't want these frags. I wanted these
Sport Royal.
Colored
Black
image.
toe. Ew.
But,
I get blow.
yeah, man. So, I mean, he definitely has his own story, but I mean, you gotta share it to a bigger market or just share it in general. Like,
Yeah, because I didn't even know that.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's a cool. I like that. Yeah.
For sure.
Have to let more people know.
That's
about
how they
your
should
background.
promote it.
But that goes back to the whole culture and community thing.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like even as us, if we tried to start, like when we release hats and stuff, because we have the whole culture and the community with us, like we're in the community, it's so much easier for people to want to support us because we're within it. Like when you're coming, it feels like from outside to try and jump in, it's like feels corporate and like forced in a way. But if I knew that, then it would be completely different mindset because
it's like a different side to
it's
it,
from
right?
the ground up kind of thing. It's not just like someone who had money to try and jump in. Yeah, I like that story. That's cool. Yeah.
Going back to what I said about jumping right into the culture and stuff, the same thing goes for seeding product. I firmly believe that regardless of if you sent us product, if you sent anyone product, if you sent any influencer product or anyone, if you sent anyone product, you're not guaranteed a super positive review.
Yeah, you'd like constructive criticism. I would want, like, if I was sending stuff out to get, like, even with the podcast, when we ask for people's advice and their honest comments, we don't want, it's so great, it's perfect, keep it up. Yeah, you're amazing. I want people to be like, fix this, fix that.
Yeah.
Because if one person feels like that, chances are multiple people feel like
No
that.
getting better.
Yeah.
And free shit doesn't always mean the best shit.
Yeah.
I think I also feel like that new brands need to understand that people like us are going to be as real and as genuine as we can.
Yeah.
Especially with like you said, we're within this culture. Like we fully 100% participate in what we do and what we love. That is sneakers. And I don't know if we just can't risk to be called fraudulent or fake, especially with the way we portray ourselves.
Yeah. That's why I've turned shit down from people before. Yeah.
I mean, the name of this podcast suggests who we are and who we try to be.
True.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah.
True D.
We're females, all of us.
Yeah. I mean, we should note that we're not professionals.
No, not
We
at
haven't
all.
done this before. We're not a sneaker brand. We're not anything that's trying to break into this industry. but yeah, like what are some things that you guys think a new brand needs to do from the ground up in order to cement themselves in this type of thing?
It doesn't even necessarily have to just like, I'm just going to relate it to what we know, which is clothing. Because we haven't released a shoe yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. But like, if you think about it in the sense that when we first tried to do the whole clothing thing, we sat on a lot of the stuff that we tried to sell, within the first couple of years because we didn't have a following.
Yeah.
But now that every time we release something, it sells out because we form those relationships and we feel like we're friends with everybody.
Yep.
Like when I say friend of the show, it is a joke, but literally everyone is a friend of the show.
That's what
Like
we
we're
consider.
friends with everybody. So it's just a support and the community behind you. So I think with all these, like everyone's trying to start a clothing brand right now.
Yeah.
Like it's just the thing. Like everyone wants to be Virgil.
And entrepreneurial
Yeah.
and
Which is great. Like do your thing 100%. Like
Yeah.
if that's what you want to do, because I
Fucking
can tell
go
you
for it.
firsthand experience, it feels fucking sick to have people want to buy your shit and wear it. Like it's awesome.
hell yeah.
But like you need a support system behind you. You can't just have 6 of your homies buying your t-shirt every single time. Like you need to gain a following, doing something else or doing something in collaboration with what else you're trying to do so that you can elevate yourself and then people want to support you. Like unless your design is a Tribe Called Quest and it's just sick as fuck and people are going to want to buy it just based off aesthetics alone, then you need something else to drive your customer base.
It's not, I think it even goes before collaborations and partnering up. I think I think a lot of it has to do with your roots. Like you need to immerse yourself in the culture that you want to be a part of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Have a mission.
Have a mission.
Yeah.
So Canada Got Soul's mission was to showcase the Canadian sneakerhead community
Yep.
and to show the world what we have popping off.
It sounds so basic and cliche.
Yeah. But
That's it.
It's just what we want.
that's what we wanted, man. Simple. Simple isn't always easy though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Because everything we've done since then has been an extension of
Yeah.
that in a
And
sense.
it wasn't even just, you know, it'd be cool if we got people to use this hashtag and
That's
we
what it
didn't
was.
do it.
it
No,
was,
no,
though.
no. But what I mean though, what I mean though is like
It's broader than that though.
you guys lived that life when you came up with
exactly.
it.
Yeah. Exactly.
You wanted something to represent not only yourself but like everyone around you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I just cracked my knuckle. And you guys paid attention to the people that when we started off, paid attention to the people who did use the hashtag, who did take note of what it meant and who showed up at events and came up to say what up and stuff. I think brands need to do that. New brands need to be a part of the squad almost.
Yeah.
Before-
The community is your squad.
Yeah.
Everybody who listens to this is our squad. Everybody who follows us is our squad.
Family,
That's why we,
man.
we respond to every single DM we get, whether it's dumb as hell or not.
As much as the comments as we can.
As
like,
comments, emails, everything, whether it's just someone who needs advice, whether it's someone who needs information, like we always do our best. And like, I don't know, I feel like we're growing up in a culture now, the whole social media thing where it's like, it's cool to be a snob, but like, that's getting you nowhere.
Yeah.
Like these people who are following you, if you're a snob, are just like looking at your shit because they think it's neat. Like they're not
Great
supporting
example. Mr. Brian Espiriti too.
you. Mm-hmm.
Friend of the show.
Friend.
Sorta, not
friend
really.
of the show.
We all know
us.
him
Yeah,
indirectly.
he's
Yeah.
awesome.
Best friend of the show.
Bestie.
Literally always has a response for your DM.
Yeah. If you
Regardless
reply
of
to
who
his
you are.
story,
Mhm.
yeah.
Even
Which
if he
is
just
dope.
sends me a heart emoji.
Even if it's just a like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Even just a
appreciate
like.
it.
The smallest acknowledgement. And that's fucking Legends League, bro. That guy's fucking
Toronto
Busy as
legend.
shit.
Toronto.
too.
He's a legend.
staple of the
Like,
scene.
yeah.
man.
Like,
So it's like if someone like him can do it, who's been so successful and has done so much for the fucking Toronto community, then it's just like, what the fuck are the rest of y'all trying to do?
yeah,
Like,
go walk into the store and see if he doesn't say what up and hail you up.
Yeah, exactly.
Every single time. Bro,
All the
he's
time, man.
like the most successful that I can think of, like local small
Yeah.
business flavor that I can
Yeah.
think of.
Yeah.
Like look up to him like crazy, just like everything he's accomplished just by doing him. and he has the time to hail people up in the street, or he'll be like, yo, that's my like whatever, like anything. So if you're like out here on Instagram trying to flex and just post cool black and white pictures every 4 weeks and think that you're going to get like a steady following and support system, you're not. I don't even know where this whole conversation went. It's got really dark, but like, it's all positivity.
It does
like,
relate back to new brands.
I don't know. We've always been about positivity, collaboration, all of that. Like, just like, it's love. It's all love. Or as Brian says, good juju.
Good juju.
Good juju
Yeah,
only.
he's been on that juju tip heavy lately.
Good juju only.
Yeah.
Speaking of Brian, are we going to touch on his little project he's got
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
for sure.
Yeah.
Joel was pretty passionate about it. So.
Yeah.
Good Joel.
Well, I don't know. I lost the notes.
What was
I know
it
what
called?
it is. Yeah, it's actually funny because last year when he did it for the first time, I was still like in school. I'm taking a year off right now. But the organization that he's supporting, I was actually writing a paper on at the time. So I was really familiar with it. It's Eva's Phoenix, which is like a transitional housing system that basically supports youth who are trying to get careers and like basically start their life, who came from dysfunctional households or poverty or homelessness, gives them a place to live for a year or however long, gets them a job and gets them like ready for life kind of thing. And his whole thing is that once they leave Eva's Phoenix, they're kind of like on their own. So they may have a job and they may have a place, but like, do they have a fucking bed? Do they have a pillow? Do they have a spoon to eat their food with? Like, they don't have that kind of stuff, like the basics of life. So he calls them starter kits, I believe. I think that's what he says. Independent living booster packs is what he calls them.
True.
Yeah.
And it's like just like exactly what it sounds like. It's a booster pack for life, like spoons, forks, pillows, blankets, all that kind of stuff. And I think last year he did like 25 booster packs or whatever. But if you think about all those things, it's like 25 pillows, 25 blankets, 25 whatever it is. So it adds up. And last year he was able to do that. Like he went to IKEA and spent bands on it and just like donated it all to Eva's Phoenix. And he's doing it again this year. And this kind of all ties into what we were saying before. Like you need to be immersed in your community. And that's Brian immersing himself. Cause I know that he came from
straight
like
giving back.
He came from a troubled youth.
Yeah.
I guess we could say. So for him to want to give back and make sure that other youth don't go through the same thing, like that resonates with people. So biggest to Brian. We'll post the link to that on our story when this goes live. So you can all swipe up and donate. Every little bit counts. Like I said, it's some small
Do we have
stuff.
a swipe up now?
No, we don't.
No, man. Instagram.
Why did I say swipe up?
Yeah, you did, bro. We're not on that level yet.
Forward thinking. We're only like 5,000 followers away. We're almost there.
Yeah,
We need to be verified,
right
right?
there.
Yeah.
No, you need
But yeah,
to 10K.
shout outs to Brian Espiritu.
Yeah, big ups to Brian E. Like he does so much stuff. He has so much on his plate, but just to find the time to do something like that is awesome. So yeah, swipe up in our story, and when you swipe up, you can comment, and then we'll reply with the link.
Send us a DM.
Yeah, send us a DM basically, and then we'll send
We'll
you
send you the link.
or go to his page,
And then
at,
the link in bio.
at Legends League or at Brian Espiritu. I don't know how to spell either one, so just find it.
BRYANESPIRITU. Brian
Legends
Espiritu.
League, like League of Legends, but the opposite.
ENDS League.
Yeah,
The Legends League.
the Legends League.
Yeah, Legends.
But yeah, big ups to Brian, big ups to that whole cause. Really
Yeah,
good, really,
brands.
really good.
Pay attention to what Brian is doing with Legends League. I guess
That's
it goes
that's
with any new brand. You can't just expect so much out of the people who don't know you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You have to build it.
exactly. Like I said, they're not just going to straight buy it because it's aesthetics alone. Because there's so many different brands that already exist and are established and people support that have cool stuff that's aesthetically pleasing and people like. So no one's going to come to your page on Instagram and just be like, oh, that's a cool design. I'm going to buy it for $25. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Come on.
Can't be guilt tripping.
Come on.
Seated peoples.
Next.
Next. Actually, there is no next.
Oh.
Yeah, that's everything.
Cool.
Let's wrap this up. Thank you, Bram. Yeah, no game this week. I didn't think of one. Maybe.
I had a question. Here's my game. Here's my game.
Ooh.
So I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I'm not going to be here next week. We found a replacement. I don't want him using this blue cover.
Okay. No. Guests get the black one.
Good. Just generic. Don't even give him a cover. Don't even give him a mic.
No,
He
they
can-
need the cover.
He can yell towards Alvin's mic.
You can just
Hello, welcome to your guys.
take pictures of him.
We'll just call him.
But we're gonna keep who it is a surprise. But you guys can probably guess if you really have been listening.
And if
you'll
you're
guess it.
listening to this podcast, guest, please show up.
Because you're gonna make us
yes.
look dumb as hell if you don't.
I know.
But yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna be here next week because I'm going on vacation. I'm leaving tomorrow. We'll leave everyone with this as the final game. I was packing. I packed all my clothes in a separate suitcase and I put all my shoes in my carry-on. I packed 3 shoes.
Okay.
I saw that.
My
saw
shoes
them.
were Sean's,
Yes.
multicolored trainers. I'm wearing my sale ones tomorrow and I packed some, slides. What would you guys pack? 3 shoes on vacation. Go, Alan. Now.
Where am I going?
Animal pack. Because those will look fucking nice.
Next.
People
Next.
just gonna be like,
Next.
"Oh
Stop
my
thinking.
God,
Stop
what are
thinking
those?"
while you talk. This is supposed to be quick.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
it's not.
is
Fire
what happened-
round was earlier this
This is what
episode.
happens
Lawrence
when you don't have an
Hopkins.
outline.
No. Shut up. This is different than that. What
Stop
do you
thinking.
mean? I
Stop
can carry a
stalling. Stop
discussion.
stalling.
I'm stalling because this is what I do. I fill the dead air. This is what happens. All right.
You're giving them time to think now.
I'm gonna go with the A dunk low. Does that have to be
Sure.
specific?
A dunk low.
Jordan 1, and that's it.
Okay. Joel. 3 shoes in your carry-on.
Okay. Red Air Max 1,
Yep.
blue Air Max 1, and Vans.
Surprise.
And I was gonna go green Air Max 1.
Alvin.
Solar soft slides.
So soft.
Yeah, but slides is like a 4th. That's off to the side. So you still got to say 3
It's
more.
not. He had.
No, he
I
says
said 3 shoes.
yeah,
though.
and he has a pair of slides.
And a slide.
So
Okay, so
ha-
that's your slide.
Okay, solar soft slide.
Yep.
And
I
not
would
3
wear
silhouettes.
my black cement 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Vans old school. I don't know what color yet. And then oh fuck, probably my Air Max 90s.
Which color?
Infrareds, man.
Infrared.
Obviously.
Everyone listening, we're going to post a story. Reply to it. Tell us what 3 you would wear or bring on vacation. And we'll let people know next week which one was our favorite combination.
Yeah.
Oh, do they get anything?
No.
You get a shout out.
They get a shout out. That's worth gold. That's priceless. You're welcome in advance.
Oh man,
I'm not even going to be here. I'm making all these promises.
I know.
Next week we're going to do this and
We're gonna
that.
pay attention to all the things you guys
Next week we're going to
say.
have a poet. Sean Witherspoon's going to be on the show with us. Brian Eves said he's going to show up.
Bill Nye too.
red. Violets are blue.
Oh my.
What kind of shoes will you bring with you? Bars, bro.
Was that Sean Witherspoon, the poet?
The poet.
Dang.
Sean Love Witherspoon.
Love Weatherspoon.
Thank you, Brad, for the theme song. Big shout out to the Sneaker Podcast.
That's a good one.
Matt and Zach
good,
with
that was
friends.
good, that was
Thank
good.
you guys as well for the support. Thank you to the listeners. We want to know what 3 shoes you'll pack on vacation and what you guys think of the podcast. Any questions or suggestions? Fire round questions. Shoot us some,
Quick Oz.
please.
Quick.
Sneaker related ones or whatever fun ones like that, just to break the ice of the podcast. This is True to Size. We are a weekly podcast. We release every weekend. You can listen to us on Podbean,
Yeah.
iTunes,
Okay.
Google Play. I always say iTunes like that. iTunes or like Google Play, and YouTube.
YouTube.
Where's Spotify at?
Yo, they took a walk, dog.
Actually, hold on. Let me check a
Yo,
refresh.
they took
real
your
quick.
threat. They
They
took
heard
your
ours.
Let me see,
serious,
let me see.
dog.
They heard our episode last week and they
Oh my
walked.
God, I need to protect
my neck.
Someone get me a turtleneck. Whatever that means. I need a cast.
Find me a scarf. What happens when they catch me on the ones? What's going on?
What does that even mean? Does he mean the shoes?
Called me fam, but we're not related.
You're not my brother. Spotify is still under review. Speaking of review, please review us on iTunes. Give us them 5 stars. For the YouTubes, please drop us a like, a comment, subscribe, and follow us. Why not?
Sure.
We have a little cute Facebook group called CGS Talk. That's facebook.com/groups/CGS.talk. You can head there just from some little discussions, stuff that we're selling, and some dude just keeps posting up his YouTube reviews.
Nerd.
Yeah. Anyways,
He'll never be on the show. That's for sure.
Never.
Hold on. Is his name Stop?
what?
Something Stop, not Go, right? Something
Oh, wow. That's SMH. You can also go to CanadaGotSold.ca
Dad joke.
Dad joke.
and check out our latest pieces. You can find me at _Spooner.
Laughing at your own joke.
Alvin Martinez, where can they find you, dad joke man?
God.
I just thought of Donatello's stick again.
Yo, full of jokes today, dog.
Oh God, I like it though.
You can find me at
Oh, hey,
get it what? Yo, bars, eh? At Mr. Q Mart, MISTERQ and then Mart.
Bouncing around.
Hey,
Joel Hernandez, where you at?
You can find me at Joe Dooney, JO_D 3 O's NEY.
And Lawrence Hopkins.
Can find me at SEAN. Wait, no, at L Doggy Styles.
L Doggy.
At L Doggy Styles. Stop.
Stop.
At L Doggy Styles on Instagram.
Oh,
Alan, please hurry up and end this podcast.
And you
up and
can
stop.
find all of us. I'm gonna cut all of your mics. You can find all of us at Canada Got Soul. But first, to end this episode, I wanted to leave you guys with one of my favorite quotes of all time from Steve Prefontaine. To give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. We are CGS. We are out. Remember to rock your kicks. Talk to you guys real soon.
Peace.
Peace.
Still feeling that runner's high.
Oh man, that was a cute game.
Holy
That
crap.
was good. That was good.
Fire.
Yeah, no, I wanted to do that too with just to have something that the audience can like interact with us
Yeah.
at the end of every
Yeah.
episode.
Perfect.
That'd be sick.
With a B.